So what should be the size, actually? What should be the size in millimeter of such machine if we compare with, in reference with this kind of scale? Well, I don't know how much centimeter this is, but maybe a few centimeters. So I guess we will go with 5 centimeter is quite a lot. Okay, these cards are 5.5. So if I measure, oh yeah, it's quite a lot. So I think it should be 3 centimeter maybe. Okay, and now we do 2 loops. RNG, why is it doing RNG here? Okay, well, I think that's it. Append mute, extend. Why is he doing a stroke like that? That's weird. Oh yeah, we have to remove that size as well. Nope. Oh yeah, we have to do that instead. Okay. No, I don't get what I'm doing. Hold on. So the origin will be the bottom, and that means we need to remove size. Oh yeah, but then we need to add it here. Okay, okay. Maybe let's center it. And the actual size we give here will be a fraction of that. So maybe we do a random size between 80% and 90%. Okay. So now the goal is to actually develop a belfry with as much detail as we can. So yeah, I don't know how to keep that, to keep in front, like to keep a window in front of every other windows in Mac. Okay, apparently there is an app. There's an app to make that. Well, we are not going to get into that. But yeah, we have to dig into exactly what we want to do here. I don't know. Because it's going to be like a side view of that, but also should I fill the inside or not? This is going to be a big question. Like, should I do it like that, but we don't have and we don't have enough precision, maybe. And it's nice to see actual photo of the thing. Wow, that's epic. So yeah, not so complex shape. We will try to make something with. I actually like this this kind of. I actually really like this shape rather than this one. Like the top part is very recognizable. I quite like it. Like the roof. But that's nice. Like we are going to try to generalize different patterns, different versions of that. We will see. At the same time, I like this idea that you have like cross like that here. Versus we just do lines. Okay, I think we will take the simplest solution for now, the simplest idea. Okay. So I hope I don't mess this one up too much, but I think I'm going to Sorry, I was interrupted. Okay, I will have to make the wheel also on the bottom. Maybe we start like that. Okay, we start with that. So, okay, so let's get this one started. So I think in terms of code, what I will do is, I don't know if you see it properly. But okay, so we will have a y coordinate, and we will climb the up and up. So we start with the bottom part, and then we will see. So I think we can say that like the center of the origin is the center. But then it's important to, I think it will be important to know where the castles are. Like if we want to make the thing fall on the castle, we have to figure it out, like some kind of collision. So I will write it down here, like to do collides with castle. Hold on, going back. Very cool on paper, the amber color. Oh, what's going on with my camera, by the way? Oh, no more battery. Today is pretty much the demo effect day, so today's a mess. Don't be surprised. We have a bunch of demo effects. I forgot to plug the power of my cameras, indeed. So we don't have battery anymore. It should be back in a few minutes. Okay. Yeah, I guess we have a size here. We have to define a bunch of things. I think we will define what is a wheel radius. Then we have the width, the bottom width of the thing. I'm trying to think. That's very not easy to actually determine. I actually wonder if it shouldn't be a parameter here, like we give the height, but we also give the width, like the bottom width. And for now we will do it half of the size, but we can already randomize it a bit. So we play a lot with randomness. That's the point of generative art. We will just throw a bunch of values. And so I think the idea will be to offset. Oh yeah, we have a direction as well. Yeah, that's getting more and more complex now. We have a direction, so I guess we will have. I don't know how to define it. X flip. Yeah, we can do that. That can be useful to not to forget about this. Every time we will need to multiply with this, and then we can flip. Okay, so origin is here. We are here. So this is the bottom center. So I think we have to. Well, the thing is, what should actually be the position here? Should it be positioned at the floor, like this point here? Will be interesting. It's like the part that is almost touching the wall, but not really, like a bit distance, but at least we can. Yeah. Let's see. I think we can just say we have this kind of shape. And then on the top part there is going to be the bridge. So it's like our origin point is here. Then we need to define what is this width. So it's like the width here. Oh no. I don't even know how to remove a point. Yeah, I guess we can do that. That's gonna be my my reference here. And we don't need to do collision, we can deal with that on the outside. So we have less less stuff to do. Okay, bridge width. Okay, I think it can be something like that, a bit random. Well, I don't know, it shouldn't be too random. We'll see. Okay, we have everything we need now. So, well, let's draw all these lines I just drew on my draft. On that, we're just going to draw this. And like what we will not control from the outside is like all the randomness that can happen. Like for instance, here we can like randomly change that. We can, yeah, I don't know what we can do. Well, you know, even this value could be random. Okay, I don't see the point of controlling it from the external point, from the external side. This one is important because we don't know how to attach to a wall. So I think we will kill that as a parameter. Like the width, we can calculate it. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we have everything we need. So the bridge height with is going to be like a portion of the height, maybe like that. Yeah. Okay, origin. Then we go left. Okay, so we will first try to make the base elements. So first of all, we have the floor. But floor, don't forget there is the wheels. So I guess we need to remove the radius. But then we have the Y that should be handy for doing this kind of stuff. So we will displace here. And we remove the width, which is a W. Let's see. Okay. We have to reboot the camera. Doesn't want to restart. So we are going to have a main border and then we will fill the inside, I think. What? What's going on? Okay, it should be back. Thanks to MIDI controllers, this is getting easier to adjust. But we need an AI. We need an AI to automatically zoom. Okay. Okay, so main border. Well, we have to continue the border, like the whole shape. So I don't know exactly what I should do here. Well, we already have the floor. Okay. Something like that, except it's not exactly that. Sometimes it's like, well, it can be that, or sometimes we will have the different other steps. Like we can have different floors. Can have a concept of floors. And I also like the fact there is like a top part versus a roof. Yeah, I think we will have to generalize this idea to have like floors. With positions. And patterns, like each floor have some kind of pattern saying, okay, it's like fully filled or like with this cross, whatever. Like we can innovate around this. Okay, that's for later. Now we have to make the bridge. So the idea is we will have like a point of rotation for the bridge. And I think it's interesting if the bridge is like having, like if we can control from the outside the angle it have, like is it partially open or not? So I think we have a bridge angle. But maybe bridge opening, like the percentage of opening. So what is our bridge? Oh, it's here, bridge H. Okay, and now we have to determine like this is like the from point, and we have the 2 point. And here it's actually going to use an angle. Angle is going to be a mix between, I think it's minus pi divided by 2 and 0. Okay, perfect. So you see Copilot is like in my mind. Okay, this is going to work. We will see. Oh yeah, pi is not imported. Use std. Okay. This is like the code I used to write all the time, so it's like inferring from that. All right, so we have some beginning. Hey, how are you? This is Rust. This is Rust language. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to make a bale fry like this, but more minimalistic version. But still, we will try to make a lot of variations. Okay. So the bridge H, I think it's too high. We'll try to go lower. And then we should go farther. Yeah, thanks for owning a few metal mountains. Yeah, so I've been trying to, like, for months I've been thinking about continuing this series, this sequel of plottable areas, and I'm trying to focus on the medieval era. So trying to build a lot of small, a lot of different items that I can place logically after, like when I have a bigger. As soon as I have like a global scene with, I can put everything together. But yeah, right now I'm really focusing on like making each item one by one. A bit similarly to what I'm doing right now, like this are like a lot of crabs, but they are all different from each other. And this is like a nice way to show generative art, because like we can make small decisions based on randomness that can vary things quite a lot, but still have to be constrained in a realistic way. So that's what I'm trying to do here. like what are the range of possibilities, like the bridge height, where should it be between which height? Because we don't want to, like we don't want to put that like here. Like we don't want to do to crazy stuff like that. So we have to find the place of everything. Okay, so the bridge, the idea was to control from the external, because this is going to be touching on a castle. So we will want to control the, I don't know, like the angle, like we will have to do some collision from the external side of that function. But here we can just allow to go farther, like, can it go? Wow, 50% of the total height is a lot, but I mean, it's still a possibility. But it's like this case is a bit crazy. So I think then we have to make a wire that attach it. And if we make a wire that attach it to the base, then I think we have to make the bridge more visible. So it's like we will double the line maybe. So let's see. Yeah, I think I will have like a loop. Yeah. I will have to, at some point, it will be on the mountain. So the goal of my plottable, first of all, plottable area in general, it's like a series of generators, each exploring one period of humankind. So I did the first one, which was around the primitive areas. So we were seeing small, very simple stuff like small boats and some people on the mountain. So like, it was quite simple things. But now I try to do medieval areas. So the goal will be to have castles like I did here a few months ago. So this was explored in a independent way, but it's still in the mind that it's going to get back into the medieval generator at some point. So this is going to be useful at some point to reuse that. But then the idea will be to make maybe two castles that are like fighting into each other, like it's like a war scene, and with like siege machines. So that will be a bit the goal, and I don't know. There's so many possibilities, so many references to try to put in that. So yeah, right now I'm trying to develop the Belfry. I don't know how to say that, beffroi in French, and probably we'll develop more like the bélier. I don't know if you say that in English, bélier. Like siege machine, whatever. Ram. That's weird. Okay, apparently it's ram, siege ram. And like the most important one will be the trebuchet. Like this. Like I want to make this machine. I definitely want to figure out the physics, not the physics, but like trying to make a trebuchet in action. So sometimes it's going to be down, sometimes it's actually up, and you have like a fireball that is getting thrown with like, I don't know, like smoke behind it, like you can see the trail. So you can, the idea will be, it's like a snapshot of a lot of actions going on, with like castle getting destroyed or like whatever. I have a lot of big plans like that, but we will see how far we'll go. But it's not going to be easy to put all together and make something consistent, something like actually realistic from randomness. That's never easy. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of time doing one by one. And like, I even wonder if I should, because here it was interesting to do this kind of shadows effect, like making one edge of the castle is like having small strokes, make it a bit more like cartoon-ish, or not even cartoon-ish, more like all the medieval drawing. I've been digging also into like the whole etching techniques and stuff like that, like from medieval time, like from like I don't know, like the 15th centuries. There's like a bunch of cool inspiration to dig from etching, and this is like something I have to do as well. So I possibly will have to put some etching here. But first of all, I will try to get the basic shapes. Maybe have some floors, because like I definitely see some architecture are like that. So it's like there is some different steps, some floors, versus this one, which is much more simpler, or versus this one, or like versus this one. This one is very interesting. I want to have this as a base, but also allows different versions. Wow, I just found an epic image. What is this coming from? Oh, it's a drawing from the 19th century. Wow, I will never we never get into such detail, but that's actually amazing. Actually amazing in terms of ideas, and like all the castle defenses as well. But yeah, we actually have to have a lot of people climbing, and yeah, but it's never going to be that much of detail, because we are going to have this kind of scale. So like A4 plot. So A4 plot, which half of it is already taken by the water part. So we are going to be in this kind of size. So we are going to have just 2 or 3 centimeters of strokes. So not a lot of detail, but still, I think we can still make some people climbing with just a bunch of strokes. You can imagine after, and it's to me, it's the whole point of plotting as well. Like the way I approach plotting when I do realistic stuff like that is like, I usually will scale down the stuff so everything is maybe just made of a bunch of strokes, but then you can use your imagination to I don't know, like see some shadows, understand what are the silhouettes. So we play a bit, we cheat a bit in the fact we don't have to put too much detail, but still we can try to plan big and then scale down, which is a bit what I'm trying to do here. Like here, what is the size? Okay, it's like 33 centimeters, which maybe will be my size, or maybe it will be 2 centimeters. So we still have quite a lot of space. Yeah, even 2 centimeters will be like we have space to put stuff. Let's see. Yeah, because that's like this 0.35 millimeter is my estimation of my fountain pen stroke width. So it's like supposed to simulate how it will be plotted. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I will repeat the line of the bridge to make it stronger. Like we have to see, we really have to see the bridge. Yeah. So I think we will repeat it. I don't know how much time. We will see. Okay. We will repeat it 3 times and with some displacement of 0.2. Okay, so how do we do that now? Because we have an angle. So we cannot just add in y. We have to calculate what it means. Okay, so spacing, and the displacement is it's a bit like that, except it's not the angle, it's like 90 degrees from that angle, because yeah, we don't want to displace along the bridge, actually more like below it, so we have to do another angle here, which is just angle plus pi divided by 2. Okay, displacement. So now we can loop for I in bridge count. And where is the displacement going to? Yeah, here. This 0. All right, I guess that should work. Oh yeah, I forgot to multiply. Okay, I think it's allowed in Rust to define again the same variable name, except it's actually going to be another variable, and we actually reference the previous variable. It's a nice trick. It's maybe confusing, but for the readability, I don't know, but usually we don't have a lot of like naming variables is not easy. So we just keep using them. Okay, it seems to work. So we have like a more a boulder. Oh, okay, it's not working actually. Why is it not working? Oh, that's weird. I must have messed up something. Displacement 0, displacement 1. Anyway, I think we can calculate this once. Oh yes, nice. We are finished on the plot. Well, on one color of the plot, because now we switch to the orange color. I wanted to try combining two colors here. Okay, so I think it's just, yeah, I think it's, okay, hold on. M equal I as float multiply by spacing. So we can just multiply M here, and well, here it's just acos. Actually, it's minus asyn, like a rotation of 90 degrees. It's like minus sinus and cosinus here, I think. Like the angle cosinus on the y. Let's see. It's just doing the same thing. What am I missing here? Bridge from, bridge to. There must be a dump. Oh yeah, it's already here. Okay. That's, yeah, because it's relative here. Okay, so that's like a subtle, a subtle thing we just did, but yeah, I actually wonder if I should double the border of the thing to make it bolder. Like maybe we can do it twice. Like we can push this twice. Pushing the border twice to make it bolder. We will see if we keep that in the future, but that's like, yeah, like I have an intuition that this could be a good idea. And then we make some kind of rope to lift the bridge. Here it was like a smart idea to put it here. When it's too high, it needs to go up. But then it's like pretty well structured here. I don't know if I should do the same. Versus here, I have no idea how it's like what is hanging with that. I'm going to look for more photos. But yeah, I think even in that kind of structure, you need that. You need that part. I'm trying to understand what I want to do at the end. There's so many possibilities. It's hard. So many choices. Because I totally like this one as well. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I definitely want to do this idea where we have different patterns. So it's like I have to define floors, different kind of floors, which can be, well, we need to define the positions where it's like all the points here. And then we need to define, okay, this floor is filled with wood. This one is open. I think we have to redo this kind of structure because we are still quite big in the plot. We cannot just fill or whatever. Like it needs to have this kind of detail still. And here it's actually cool if we still do this wood part, but even if we do strokes like that, like we have a second stroke that is going to, with the ink, it's still going to be visible. I think that makes sense to make the structure first and then we possibly fill it. So let's try to define a concept of floors. And let's not forget about the wheel. Okay, so where are the wheels? On the edge, I guess. Yeah, we can keep it as simple as that. And maybe exactly here. Yeah, exactly on the corners. I will see if I have to make some lines as well. I don't know. In terms of details, at least one line. Okay, so we have to define where the positions are and like the wheels. Well, origin and Oh yeah, I forgot about XML. Everywhere we have to use that. Each time we change the x coordinate away from origin, we have to multiply with XML so we can rotate. Oh no. Okay. So here we have a parameter that tells if it's left or like if we need to flip or not. Okay, and like the bridge can be down or like partially open or like fully up. And I think we'll do that depending on the proximity to the, like if it's traveling, it can be traveling to the castle, or it can be actually at the castle, and based on that we will choose. Oh my god! If we have to make also some people on that shape, we will have to. I think we will have to return all the positions where people can be, and then from the outside we will fill them. I will add it as a comment. This function should return possible positions where people can be. Like, yeah, I think in terms of coding style, I should make that like a struct, and no longer just simple functions. That's going to be easier to store information. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Keep it simple first. Okay, let's get back to the floors. So what is that? Oh yeah, okay. So this was just one static width, which is the bottom width, which is different from the top. Oh no, that's actually the top one. Okay. Well, the idea now is to actually define not just one floor, but as many as we want. So let's try to figure this out. So we will randomly choose a number of floors. So it could be, I guess we can choose a number from 1 to 5. Well, it's non-inclusive, so it's 1 to 4. And then, well, the idea will be to have an array of floors, a vector of floors. So we will have to do a loop, and we will try to fill some data in this. Okay, so what do I need in a floor? I need to store the position. Okay, because like here the idea will be to have like, I don't know, like it could do crazy stuff like that, or like randomly we can choose this position here, and it's like, so we have a position, and we also have a filling style, like how should we fill the floor here? Like, should it be doing that, or should we actually fill, like entirely fill the inside? Whatever. So yeah, that's like basically to implement this kind of different patterns, different kind of floors. Here it's a very simple one, but well, we saw other examples where it can be more or less complex. So yeah, most of the time it's actually like straight, like a simple line, but I have seen other nice examples where, which one was that? Yeah, I cannot, I closed, I think I closed the page. But yeah, there were a more complex one. Yeah, I should save all the image somewhere because I'm having like 10 different pages everywhere. This is a mess. Beffroi. Une tour de siège. Tour de siège ou beffroi. Oh yeah, I think I found. Okay, that was the one. Oops. Yeah, so it's like it start easily for like easy for like novice people, like noobs at the beginning, and then at some point, oh no, it's like harder and harder to climb. But then it's like, I guess it makes sense because it's a bit more solid, like a bit more stable structure that way. So I think we want to avoid the case where this goes like that. Like this makes no sense. You are not going to climb backward. So we have to make a transition between this point and like randomly choose a split. But most of the time, maybe it could just be a straight line. So, okay, I will have to figure out how to make all of these constraints. So yeah, we have. Okay, I think we will define a struct because otherwise this is going to be messy. What is a floor? So a floor is going to be a position. And it's going to be a pattern. Nice. You know, like this is an AI, this is GitHub Copilot. It's like inferring code for me. And I think it must have read somewhere that I was going to make floors with positions and pattern. You see, I had the S on positions, and that's why it initially said, okay, you want an array of positions. But yeah, this was just a mistake from me. So here it already have inferred that, okay, I have a concept of patterns. Well, it's going to be an enum. We have empty, yes. We have a fill. And yeah, I guess for now we'll just have these two patterns. Yeah, it will look funny, but not realistic. Well, this is a load, I think. Okay, where is my code? Here. Okay, so we have the y coordinate. So we are going to do a transition between 2 points. I guess, yeah, y is the first point. And then we will calculate what is the second point is origin minus height. So I think we will do a linear, it's always a linear split, like the floor are like have the same heights, I guess, except the top part maybe. I wonder if the top part should be not a floor, it's something special, it's something different. Oh no. Yeah, I think we have to design it differently maybe. Yeah, but we can share more code if we share that. Okay, I'm trying to think. Because for the top part, it is allowed actually to go that way, because here you don't climb. It's a part you don't climb, so it's like the floor can be like that. I've seen examples where it's like that. And also sometimes we have this structure here. where like the rope is attached here. So yeah, we have a lot of parts to build. Okay, let's keep it simple first, and we will see later. Because maybe it's like the roof, like the last, like the top floor. Yeah, but it's not a pattern. It's not like what kind. Yeah. Okay, let's get things done. So yeah, my issue was more like, should it be the same height? I don't know. Worst case scenario is we just have another computation. Okay, the goal is just we have to interpolate between two values. So we mix between y1, y2. Yeah, I guess. Count -1. No. Yeah, like that. That's the base, like the origin. What will be this point? Yeah, I think we are just trying to define what are the positions of this. So initially we are here, and then we will climb up to here, which may not be the weight, the actual height, the actual height. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Yeah, but this is not a floor, so this is not the base. I'm a bit lost here. Okay, yeah, because like, yeah, I'm like super confused what I'm doing here right now. Like a floor is that. So this is like the last floor. So do we want to? How do we store this information? Well, we have a height to define. Like we will have an height here. And here it's like, maybe it's a special shape. It's a special floor, which is like the... It's like the roof. So it's like a roof pattern. Okay, let's call it roof. Triangle kind of structure, whatever. Okay, so we have... I think we have to keep this information here. Like, what is the floor height? We will need that. Okay. Oh, I'm taking forever just for very simple stuff, but yeah. Okay, yeah, we will have a floor. Nope. We have to calculate what is x. Then we have what is the height? Well, it's going to be, for now, it's going to be the total height divided by the number of floors. Yeah, I think so. Did you say it was? Yeah. Copilot, GitHub Copilot is a tool. Like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like it's not a software. It's like a service from GitHub that you can use from your coding environment, and it's going to infer code for you. It's going to like auto suggest code. Okay, let's continue. My brain is getting slow now. Patterns. I think we will just pick a random pattern for now. Well, if I is the last, then it's like the sail, like the roof, sorry. Otherwise, maybe we randomly, we randomly choose between fill and empty. Okay, so this is where it gets more interesting now. How do we determine the x? So the x was like a big topic here. I think we will define. First of all, we will define how much should it. Okay, what is where do we target here? I guess we can do that. So here we have like a linear version will be that. So everything aligned along that. And most of the time this is what we want, but we can have a randomness factor. And so we can pick a number from 0 to 1. 1 will be like full random, 0 will be nothing. But if we want most of the time to have no randomness, then we pick a number from -1 to 1. We maximize with 0, and half of the time we will have 0. And so that means we will mix two values depending on this factor. So the first value is when there is no randomness, so we can calculate it to it's like the interpolation between x1 and x2, whatever there are, and okay, let's say we have a percentage here. Okay, what are these values? X1 is origin minus W, and X2 is origin 0. Okay. And now is more interesting. The most interesting part here. I think we pick a random value between the last x and x2, and so we need to store that. We need to have this value here. Because we said we never want to go back. So it's like the x needs to always progress. So we pick a random value between, like if we are building that floor here, we will constrain it to be only in this area here. So it's like we randomly choose the x here. But we blend, like we mix this value with like the intersection with that line. Like this will be the linear case, and most of the time we are going to do exactly here, but we choose a random value here and we do like a mix between the two, depending on the randomness factor. Okay. I think that should work. So we did a lot of code for not having anything rendered yet, because that was just the logical part. Oh yeah, we forgot about the wheels. Let's do the wheel. For each wheel, let's do a circle. How do we do a circle? Well, I guess I have a helper, I think. somewhere. Like this one, I can take it, put it in here. It's making us. It's not. I'm not using the circle SVG element because everything is just a lot of strokes, a lot of lines, a lot of path, and I'm going to just use trigonometry to make a circle. Okay, so circle route. We have a center. We have a radius, and we have. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Ah yeah, we have how much split. Like what is the resolution of the polygon that is built. Okay, well, it's very small. Oh, it's actually... Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't have displaced here. But at the same time, I quite like the fact it's... Like, should it be displaced or should it be like that? No, I think it should be like that. It's a bit more logical, but we have to scale up. Twice bigger, maybe? I think if we make it big, we need to make some random lines from the center to the edge. Because it's like we have this here. Yeah, I think we want to do that. But maybe it should be half. Like this is an hexagon. Should we do an hexagon or that's weird? Should it go higher? Maybe bigger? No, it's too big. Okay, let's say we do 12 and then we just pick half. How do you do that? I don't know. Like skip half of the index. Well, we can just iterate and enumerate. So we have the index. Oh yeah, you mentioned before that there will be trains. Well, not in medieval area, but yeah. Okay, I don't know about where is the start of the bridge. It shouldn't be just on the edge. It should be a bit more distanced. Because here we will see that. Okay, I think we just slightly will have to shift it left. Yeah, before making the floors, let's finish the bridge. Okay, so here we have a small displacement on X. Like 1 millimeter is super, voilà, it's super subtle. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, it can be even less. So it's very important, like when you develop this kind of primitives, that you have like shuffle randomly different versions, so you can already observe all the cases. Okay, there is a case I don't like, it's like this one. Like when it is like that, it should actually start pushing. It should be outside, like here. We don't want that. I think it should be outside. So it's like this number actually may be mixed depending on the openness. Maybe it's actually pushing outside. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, much better now. Oh, it's too small as well. Okay, let's continue. You know, I'm... Oh. I'm so dumb in terms of like coding organization. Should I? No, not here. So not here. Like, yeah, like this should be like that. Oh my god, I'm breaking my everything. Duplicate. Okay, the rope. Let's focus. Let's focus. Okay, which floor, which step do we put the rope on? Well, it's not. We don't really care, I guess. I guess we only need to know where it attached to. Should it be on the extreme? Yeah, I think so. On the the last point. Not necessarily. Almost. Yeah, I don't know. Like where is the anchor? Anchor 1 of the rope. Anchor 2. Bridge from? Oh. Okay, let's try to connect these 2 points. Oh, nope. Wait, why do we have 2 values here? Origin 0 plus... I don't understand what's going on now. Why don't we see a line between these 2 points? Maybe my points are bad. Bridge width. Oh yeah, okay. First of all, this value should be shared. Okay, this should be y coordinate maybe. Oh, okay, bridge. Okay, this should be height. Okay, okay, I see. We are just doing again the same line. Okay. Okay, well, I think now we have to figure out what is this anchor, because it could actually be, I don't know, like I'm just doing a random choice here, but it could be left, like more on the left part. Well, we messed everything now. Okay, and maybe here we can go lower. Okay, I like that. Maybe it should always be less. I think the rope is supposed to continue with like a... Like we are supposed to have this mechanism, right? Like we are supposed to have like a wheel, whatever. So it needs to have another rope. But now, are we going to see the inside of the top building? I don't know. Of the last floor. Okay, I will have to put a to-do. To-do. Should we have encore? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we could have even have a wheel on the floor, and people are like walking on the wheel. Well, it's not that heavy, I guess. Okay, this plot is about to finish. What should we do next? We don't have yet something very interesting here, so I think we will do another color choice for this crabs. Let me figure it out. Multicolor crabs, like from turquoise to pelican violet. I want to try this one. Okay, let's do a lot of colors. From blue to violet to pink to yellow. And green. Okay, I have to do again another code that will do that. What was our... Oh yeah, that was this. Let's clone it again. With more colors. Oh no, it's not generalized. Okay, we have to change this idea of types here. We will actually push the colors as part of that. Like each route needs to have a color. Oh no, it needs to be part of this crab. So we have a color. And we have to push as part of the inks. We need a lot of inks. Red, yellow. Okay, sorry, I'm hijacking the stream purpose to do another version of the crabs. So let's innovate in. So routes the idea is routes will have a color information, and then we have inks that is getting there here with the index. So we have the index and a color. The ink. Okay, here the idea will be we have to match. If I is the color, then we can do that. So yeah, we have a small evolution here. I wonder if we should make this happening on all our shapes, by the way, here. Like, should everything returns also the color information? Because maybe we have different colors. Crabs. Okay, it was before the RNG. Oh, we should have done that here. Shit. Hold on. I forgot. Okay, so here we are still not having the color, but here we will... Okay, we will attach it here. Cool. All right. Okay, I think it finally works. What are all of my colors now? We actually have... Okay, wait, let's choose a bunch of inks. Okay, so let's start with the simplest. So amber, well, I'm going to call that yellow. Yellow, it's not really yellow, but... Well, let's put a more realistic colors. Okay, so that's amber. Then we have pink. Pink is, I don't know, the eggs. we'll call it pink. Then I think we move to violet. So let's call it purple and back to blue, some more cyan. Then we have moonstone. I don't know if I... No, I think... Yeah, I think we stay in colors, full colors. Yeah, this ink, spring green, is something I want to use more and more. It's a very light green, RGB, so it's going to be here. And then we have soft mint. Do we keep this one as well? Yeah, I think. This one is like some kind of turquoise, so I guess it's going to be around here, RGB. I don't know. Okay. Let's run that code and we can move back to the siège. I think we need a red color as well, poppy red or whatever. Pumpkin was actually quite cool. Because otherwise we have too much bluish color, so I think we will add red. Maybe even orange. Like we are going to do a lot of different colors. Okay, let's use red dragon and pumpkin. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 8 inks. Okay, this should refresh soon. I'm going just doing a very small break, taking back a coffee, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, slowly getting there. It's I'm not amazed by my productivity today, but still we are getting shit done, if I may say. But yeah, it takes time. It takes time to develop all the primitives one by one. It's not as fast as doing like when you do abstract generative art. It's relatively easy because it's basically what you get by default if you just throw a bunch of ideas. But here it's like we have to carefully build everything one like stroke by stroke, trying to make it realistic. It's much more challenging to try to reach something realistic and figurative with code. It's not the most straightforward thing to do with generative art, but we still can. Okay, my paper is not perfectly lined, but it's okay. Yeah, new page. We are going to do I'm not ready to do to plot what I have developed yet, but I'm going to do another series of crabs, and this time I'm going to try to do 8 inks. Okay, multicolor crabs. No idea if it will be interesting, but at least it's a way for me to test some more inks. And it's a bit my Pomodoro technique. It's like always plotting at the same time as coding. So I have like a rhythm. I have like a race between me as a live coder with a plotter that is also drawing at the same time. Okay, let's load that image. So this is like one more iteration. I think at some point I want to try to orient all the crabs like towards some like following a noise field maybe. This could be interesting. Okay. So here I'm opening Inkscape and I have a bunch of layers. So I will have to do one by one. So yeah, let's do them in order, and this will be fun. And I'm not even sure what each ink was meant to be, but I have a lot of paint. I have a lot of fountain pen here. So yeah, I will try to not make it messy. Yeah, the cyan is not going to be that color. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do now. Meanwhile, going back to that. Okay, so the cyan is a bit more blue. I was planning to use a misty blue ink from Diamine. What kind of plotter would you recommend for a beginner? I think the one I use, an Axidraw. I think it's a good recommendation. And I've seen plotables.io on Discord. Someone was like the founder of Plotable.io was recommending a bunch of ideas, and I think he was very relevant. So he was like saying Axidraw is like the easiest and like the most reliable as well. But if you have less budget, you can also look at iDraw, I think it's called. iDraw Paint Plotter is like another alternative, but I'm not familiar with it. So either the Axidraw from yeah, what's the name? Evil Mad Scientist is the company name, who made the Axidro. So yeah, I use a V3. Like the V3 is the most popular choice, and I think it's a good size. Usually, like for A3, I mean A3 size is most of the time enough. Until you need to do this kind of plot, like plotting all the names on. If you saw that. So yeah, if you need to do a crazy plot like that, well, you need a bigger plotter than an A3, but otherwise, most of the time it's okay. I still have to put it up somewhere here behind me, but didn't find the time yet. Is Rust the common language to code plottable in? Not at all. Not at all. I know only one other developer, other creative coder who use Rust. Most of the time, people will use I think most of the time people will just use JavaScript, like straight JavaScript, like build, because the common ground is SVG, the SVG format, and to generate SVG, it's not so complex to learn. Like as the SVG format is not so complex. The most important part you need to learn is the path element, and the format of the D, like the data, like how to do lines with the path. As soon as you know how to do that, then it's relatively easy to pick any language. Ultimately, you can use any language. If you are more confident with processing, which is a language most creative coder use, processing P5 is probably a good choice. I think you can export as a SVG as well, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I can't wait for the 6K. I have to find something else to do for the 6K. But yeah, that's gonna be another one. Okay, let's get back here. So I was making this rope. I've made the wheels. I wonder if the wheels are too big, but at the same time we need to see them. We need to understand. I don't know. 1 millimeter of radius is not that big. Actually, it's just going to be 2 millimeters. Well, I think we can make it more subtle, just 1, not 1.2, and we will see. I think we will need to plot and see. Like, this is an important part at some point. It's like, okay, let's actually plot that, make a prototype of that, and see what we can improve. Okay, and I was building the floors. So this concept, it took me quite a lot of time when you were away. But you didn't miss anything important. I just tried to write down some code for building the floors, and now I'm finally going to be able to put it all together. But still going to be a bit complex. Let's see. So now that I have the floors, my floors are... So each floor have a position, which is a point, which is like one of these circle here. Then we have the the height of the floor. And then we have a pattern which says if it should be filled, if it's an empty floor, or if it's going to be a roof, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this case, but we'll see. So I think that means we will remove this idea to duplicate that as well. I think we will just... Okay, I think we will just draw floor one by one. So if we remove that code, I guess I guess we don't see anything anymore. But now we can just iterate over them. Okay, so for each floor, for floor in floors. Wow, so you see, so yeah, GitHub Copilot is what I use. GitHub Copilot is it's based on an AI. I mean, it has been there for quite a few years now, I think, but I only started using it recently. I think it's based on GPT, but designed for coding, and it's learning from your source code, I think, and it's also learning from a lot of source code from a lot of like all over the world, from like a lot of different software. And it's actually interesting for creative coding to me, because a lot of things we do is using geometry and collision and stuff like that. So which is what a lot of game engines or like a lot of I think it's quite a popular use case in general. Like when we do cosinus, sinus, when we use geometry, it's used in many different fields. So I think it's actually quite efficient. And right now it's just it's just suggesting me a lot of code, which is quite interesting. Like maybe I can accept it and see what it do maybe. But I'm not very sure it's going to work. But let's see. Okay, it chose to do nothing in case of empty. Yeah, so yeah, it's totally broken, but well, that was fun. So anyway, we will have to start from the beginning. I think in all cases, I always will want to make the corners, I mean to make the borders. So I don't need yet to do that. Except now we are not using origin, we are using X. I think we are just going to make a quadrilateral, like a rectangle or whatever. But I'm not even sure what are the points. Okay, so well, first of all, the floor base is going to be that. Then we move up. So up is y minus h. Then we go left, and this is where it starts to be a bit harder. Actually, oh yeah, I don't know what is the next floor position, so that's the part that is harder. Okay, next floor. Position 0, yes. We will have to get that. And back to the first point. Okay, that should be good. Now we have an issue because next floor may not exist in the case of roof. And in this case, that's why it's interesting, because here we are actually going to change that. Okay. Well, next floor Y. Next floor Y. Okay, I need to know the index. Okay, so if we are on the last floor, then what is this going to be? Yeah, maybe we keep it like that for now, or we randomly choose between, yeah, maybe like between 0, 0, 3, and 2, but we minimize with 1. So most of the time it's going to be above 1. So most of the time it's going to be 1. Which means we, like most of the time, we will have a roof like that. But I'm not so sure. Yeah, whatever. And then, okay, that should work. Next floor Y. Save. Ah. Yeah, that's the annoying part with Rust. Okay, let's... Oh, that's... I think we have an issue. I'm not sure. Why? Okay, let's check the values one by one. Okay, so far so good. Okay, here it works. Now the issue is on the next floor. Next floor Y. H. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not the Y I need, it's the X actually, the X value. Why? What? Oh yeah, I'm totally okay. Well, this idea was great. Like, I think we still want to do that. Okay. Oh, next pen. Hold on. What is the X in this case? Oh yeah, that's where it actually goes outside possibly, so... Okay, so I guess X minus the possibility to go farther, like the... Because here here or like in this exception of the roof, this goes backward, so we should allow that. Okay, so maybe we pick a random number between 0 and I don't know what. Part of the width maybe, W. Okay, I think I forgot something. What? Ah, this is going better and better now. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Oh, okay, I forgot to multiply. That's what I was sure I was forgetting something, and we need to multiply with by the... Oh, this is a mess. Like this should be something we do after everything. But right now it's not the way I have done it, so I guess... Oh no, that's everywhere. So x1. Okay. Yeah, I guess for now it's working. Okay. Okay, that's working now. So like the flip, the X flip, if it wants to restart, it's not rerunning, or is it still broken? Why is it going backward like that? Oh, okay. We have an exception. Panic. Okay, because I'm asking the RNG to pick a number between two values, and the left value is higher than the second, and that's not allowed. Oh, that's a mess. Okay, where is that? I'm not even sure. RNG, gen range. Let's see if we have some... Oh yeah, here. Oh, that's... I don't know why they have this restriction. Like you should be allowed to reverse the low and the high. It's okay. Like it should detect that and flip. I shouldn't have to deal with that. Okay, well, if last x is lower than x2, then you do that. Otherwise, okay, finally. Nice. Wow. Oh yeah, because the roof. Nope. Oh yeah, I know. Like for the roof case, I think the border is going to be different. Like, okay, is roof. Like, I like this one, which is the most classical one. But then what is going on here? Why is this happening? What? How is this even possible? I don't get it, because it's supposed to be... What? What is going on? I have a bunch of bugs. Like, this is not supposed to be possible neither. Oh, because maybe... Oh yeah, okay. Like, if it's the first floor, it shouldn't do that. Okay. If it's the first floor, then we want to be x1. So there is no randomness in the first floor. Yeah. I think I can allow more floors as well, like one more. Okay, maybe one floor is broken. We need at least two. Okay, That's much better now. Oh yeah, it was making only one floor, so that means it's already the roof. Okay, nice. Oh, that's extreme. I mean, technically speaking, it's okay. It's not the most robust structure, but we could almost allow it. I don't know, or we could. How would we fix that? I think we would have to. Oh yeah, like the value here should not go so far as random. Okay. Okay, I think I can loop over different seeds so it can try to show different results for E in. And I forgot to change the pen. Okay, so we have done cyan. Now we move on to soft mint. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, I like this case where when it's fully lifted up, then it's actually going outside. Otherwise, if it's down, it's going more inside. And it's like so small detail like that is still important to me. Okay, overall it's pretty cool. Now we are going to look at what we can do inside each polygon, inside each floor. And also I think, yeah, I still need to figure out the anchor, like the anchor of the rope here. Like it's actually cool if it could even do that. And then this is going down with a wheel, because it's like people are going to turn a wheel here. Like I was even considering this, I don't know if it exists, but this could be an actual wheel where someone is like walking in it. Like we could literally make a wheel here with people inside. But it's not heavy. It's not for heavy charge or like heavy stuff to lift up. It's not really this purpose, but still it could be. We could make it technically. Okay. Okay, let's focus. Okay, we have a bunch of patterns. For now, we only have empty roof, which I have no clue what I was planning for that, and fill. Well, empty is never going to be empty, I think. I'm looking at some structures. Sometimes they are like making making an N, like not a V, a reversed V shape. Sometimes it's a X cross. Sometimes it's just one line. Like we could actually do all of these shapes. But then on top of that, we can also fill like that. Oh, we should also see the floors. Wow, this one is epic. Wow, there's like... Okay, the bridge can be not in the topest floor as well. And it's not so hard for me to change that. I'm not even sure how I did implement the bridge position. Yeah, it doesn't care about the floors. So it's okay, but the bridge could be lower. So we could allow to go in the middle almost, or maybe not in the middle. Well, yeah, I don't know. So it means we could allow more floors. But then it makes no sense if the bridge needs to start on the base of a floor. I fear we will never have enough space to put so much detail. But I still like this idea that the floor could have a window. I mean, it could have like a white space. But it makes it a bit more complex. But it's no longer a Beyfry. It's like an attack tower. It's like another kind of, because it's like you have like archer people, like bowmen archer. How do you call that? Yeah, archer. Bowmans. Okay, well, let's focus on the simple stuff. Okay, I think I will have a concept of structure pattern. And then we have the actual pattern of the floor, like is this empty, is this fill? And roof, I have no idea what it will be, but it can be different. It can be empty without... Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't have this concept yet. I have to figure out what could be different in the top part, in the last floor. Okay. So yeah, that's just telling if we need to do lines or not, and here it will just, on top of that we will have like a structure which can be like the X shape or like the reverse V. Or like an actual V. Like we can try to randomize that, but it makes sense that the structure is having the same on each floor, except it's not always the case actually. Here it's, what is that? What is this for? What is this for? Like why will you have an entrance in the front like this? I think this is messed up. I think there were a mistake made by I think it's a toy. It's like I don't know. Why will you have an entrance in front of the castle? It feels like they put it on the wrong side. Yeah. But maybe not, because next to, yeah, here. Oh, it's maybe to hide the guy who is with like nuking, like with putting explosives on the like it's maybe to protect the bottom guy. Yeah, cover. That's nice. Well, we are learning a lot. But yeah, for real, I'm actually going to go to a medieval museum soon. In Paris, there is a medieval museum, And I'm actually going to go there with my note, like writing a lot of notes, taking a lot of pictures to try to document, like to get even more ideas of like the general style or like what I can inspire from that. There's so many things to learn. Okay, I think I have to add where is it? Oh no, I closed the... Oh no, it's here. Yeah, like this yellow stuff. Like the main pole. I have to add this one. And yeah, I think we can have a none. Okay, it's not smart enough to randomly choose one of these. How do I do that? Okay, maybe RNG gen range 0, 4. What is the syntax here? Match after? Okay. Good. Oh, it's match. Okay, pattern matching. Okay, structure pattern, all right. Okay, main pole. Maybe we don't always have it, but in case we have it, then we have to attach the rope. Otherwise, I think the main pole is in front. So maybe we always have a main pole, but sometimes it's actually not in front. So like this yellow stuff could be either in the middle or like here. So maybe it's like we choose a value, but it's never going to go farther than this. How do we calculate that? Okay, I think we have the information somewhere when we built the floors. Oh, it's actually last X. Yeah. Okay, so the main pole X is somewhere between last X and origin. But most of the time, I want it in front, I think. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we can just randomly say, okay, half of the time we just going to do origin 0, otherwise... And again, it's going to be an issue here, but yeah, it's the same logic here. Okay, but then what is the top? What is the top position of that? And why is the last floor going up? Maybe, okay. Maybe this should... Okay, if we are in the case of the last floor, I think we should make the... We should allow to let that go lower. So to do that, I will do some specific logic here where, yeah, the H, okay, if it's the last floor, then we actually reduce H. So we are going to multiply by, okay, a random value between 0.5 and 1. So it's never going to be top, or maybe it can, but yeah. And now we have another issue which we will fix now with the main pole X. So the top is always the top, okay. I'm close to finish this. So should we double the line to make it like bolder, or maybe not? Maybe we should. Yeah, at least 2 lines, okay. Let's do 2 lines. So we will try to do it here. So routes push. Okay, it tries to suggest me some code, but nope. X, what is Y1? Y2. Okay, it seems okay so far. But I don't know what it does after. Okay. Okay, I think I will double the line by going like backward. So it's like going up, then a small stroke left, like right, and going down. So we will do minus dx and then plus dx and then back down. Ah. But now we have the wheel. Oh no, it's okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. I have to attach the anchor. So the anchor, where is it calculated? Anchor 1. Anchor, yeah. Main pole X. I think I should introduce a command for the chat to to tell me, like with a big sound, when I forgot about the pen. Oh yeah, I should. Okay, this is a new command to add, a new like with the channel points, a new action. For sure. Like shout out for changing the pen. Oh, green, nice. Okay, let's start. Let's play with this spring green. I have big plans for this spring green in the future because it's a very cool color to make like something like it's spring. So we should make some flowers. We should make something around flowers and like leaves. Spamming pen. Okay, something is a bit odd with this pole. Like it's nice when it's in front, but when it's here, it's like too noisy. It's like I think it should be either in the back or in the front, not too close to the front. But even here, it's weird. I don't know. Yeah. I think when the pole is up like that, we should remove the floor actually. We should remove the sail. Okay. Let's figure it out. Okay, main pole. Okay, first of all, I think we don't do that anymore. We just pick last X. And here it's like should pole in front be in front. Pole in front. I think I'm going to switch the Twitch category to software and game development because it's not, well, it can be art, I guess, but it's a mix between different fields. Okay, it seems like I'm mutating, but I never need to mutate. Okay, pole in front. So if pole is in front, then if it's not in front, then we skip doing the floor design, I guess. We leave it empty. I don't know if it makes sense anymore. No. I mean this is nice, but it's like you need this kind of structure then. But yeah, indeed it's empty, but it's a special case. Okay. And we also have one in front, so it's like we always need one in front anyway. Okay, if it's roof. Okay, and well, yeah, when we will fill the pattern, I think we don't fill for the roof anyway. So it's like, okay, if not in roof, not is roof. Okay, when pole is in front, then we do that. Otherwise, we don't. Wow, this is getting more and more complex. Oh, oops. Okay, if it's not roof, or if is roof and not okay, so the bridge position, the bridge 8 needs to clip to the nearest floor. Yeah, I'm doing so many things at the same time. It must be so confusing to watch, but yeah, overall I'm trying to improve it more and more, but it's not easy. I messed up the floor now. Yeah, I'm not sure about this direction I'm doing like lately. The pole in the back. Yeah, it's messy. Well, it's a bit spaghetti. I'm moving a bit everywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Okay, I think I will pause this idea for now. I will say, okay, Paul is always in front. So it's true for now, and we will see later if we keep that idea. Yeah, I should actually put more comments everywhere. Well, here we do the wheels, here we do the floor, which I'm not sure I think we don't need to do it anymore because we do it for each floor. Like the base, okay, it was actually doubling it, so we can remove. And now we are building the floors. Calculate the bridge height, and yeah, okay, so we need to clip. I'm not even sure how to do that. Okay, so for each floor, for floor in floors, I think we need to reverse. So we start from the highest floor and going down. When we find a floor, as soon as we find a floor that is lower than the bridge H, then we need to assign the previous. Okay, previous Y. Well, for now it's this. Okay, so if the position is higher than oh my god, I'm lost. Like this is like the top. No, it's like the bridge Y. And so as soon as we find a floor that is higher than the bridge Y, then we can stop and we can say, oh, the bridge H is actually, yeah, okay, origin, it's the reverse. It's like, because it's, yeah, the Y coordinate is backward, so yeah. Like the AI is actually confused by that. Prev Y. Okay, I don't need that. Perfect. Okay, okay, so now cool, it works. So we attach to a floor, like it's always a floor. Except the bridge is... Oh no, it's okay, okay. Oh, I like this start, like this coloring. So far so good. It's nice because here we have like cold colors, and now we are going to get into like warmer colors. So like red, orange, yellow, pink. Oh, violet as well. Okay, so we have more warmer colors. So it's a bit like the seasons. Well, let's go violet, purple. From Pelican, the ink Pelican. It's like the first time I use this ink, I think. But it's one of the first ink I bought 3 years ago, but I think it's the first time I use it. And it's nice because most of the time I was using a darker purple. This one is lighter, and I actually like it for making flowers. Which I think I'm going to do at some point. This idea to pack with flowers instead of crabs. It's still a bit dark. Okay. Well, I guess it depends on the ink flow. But yeah. Yes. This I use refillable fountain pens, so it works with like a piston. So it's like you turn and you can push the ink. Oops. And yeah, so basically you put it in the bottle and you throw, you take the ink like that, like it gets aspired, and it's very, very handy, very, very practical. And these fountain pen are like the cheapest I could find. It's not so expensive. It's maybe 2, 3, 4 euros each, and this is why I bought a lot of them, and one for each ink. So it's easier for me to not have to change the ink again. Yeah, I think so far they work pretty well, the ink, and that's also an exploration I wanted to try. Is like, okay, what colors works very well because you never know until you actually plot it. But I'm not sure about what's coming next, like the yellow, red, orange. We'll see. Okay, I really like what we did so far. Now I think remains the inside, like the different patterns. Okay, let's see. So pattern empty fill. Match structure pattern. Nice. Okay, so this should be relatively easy. But what will be useful to have is like all these positions, because I didn't keep them well. I guess I can have a Y2. And Y3. And the X is origin. So it's like X2. Okay, first of all, let's try to fill. And to fill the inside, I'm going to only do... Well, I could actually do this kind of effect. It's pretty cool, like this. Because I was tempting to just fill in a very dense style, but then we don't see anything. Oh yeah, like it should go. Well, I like when it's horizontal like that, but it seems like it could be also some vertical stuff. Well, I think it's easier for now to do just horizontal lines. But maybe we could have different how do you call that? Like boards, right? Planks. You can adjust the flow in every time when before I start a plot, I will just make sure the ink is like, I will push up so the ink is just at the beginning. But if you push too much, then there is too much ink at the beginning of the plot and then it's like fade away. But it's not meant to apply. It's something I used to do, like pushing sometimes, like from time to time pushing the ink. But it's a very bad idea, because when the pen is down, when you push, it's like directly pushing. It's not anymore just like removing the air. It's like actually going to push. And I had a lot of accident when I was trying to do that. Like sometimes you push too much and it's like, okay, you have like a big a big mess on the paper. I think the bridge is not going too far. Each time it's never going. It could go further. Where is it? Yeah, not sure. Well, we have a balance problem. Like this is definitely too big now. It's like everything is going to fall. Oh, and sometimes it goes too much down. So yeah, a lot of stuff to tweak. I'm not even sure where this is defined. Oh yeah, it's here. I think one floor is not enough actually. When there's only one floor, that makes it weird. So I will always have at least 2 floors. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's try to fill the inside. With horizontal lines. So should we do a zigzag to optimize the plot? I think we should. I think we should do a zigzag. So that means we need to build a route which will be a long line doing zigzags. Back and forth. So to do that, I need to record, I need to know if it's reversed or not, because it's going to flip. we will move a coordinate from y to... Okay, let's save y1 as 1, y. And x1 is x. Okay, so this is where the fun begins now. We have like a step, like the distance between the lines. And so if we start by y1, we are going to remove the 8. Okay. Okay. Okay, now the issue is here. So x1, x2. So if we do that, it works, but it's not following the slope. Okay, no problem. Okay, pen. What? Oh. Okay, so like it works, but why is y2? What? Why is it not used? x1. Why is this not used? It is used here, no? Oh. Oh. Oh no. It's not roof and pole in front. Oh, okay. So we have to put that logic in here, actually. Yeah, it's a bad idea to reuse the same variable name in this case. So why it was a bad idea. Okay, well, it's weird that some parts are not filled, some will, but I guess it's okay. I think we have to make it more subtle, so not filling it too much. Maybe the stepping should be higher. And now we have to fix what is the y, the x1, because x2 is origin, so x. Oh, that's going to be hard. Okay, we need to interpolate the x based on the y. Wow, it is suggesting me some code that looks promising. Let's see. Okay, actually it's the reverse. Well, he tries. He tried. Yeah, okay, it's not x2. It's next floor x. Nice. And now maybe the pole makes sense, like to have a center pole. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is just one, one small primitive of a big plan. But yeah, and it should be smaller than this because here, well, actually here we are on A5 base. We are not a A4 plot, it's A5 base. So it's, well, it's a bit, what size is that? Well, it's twice a postcard. So it's like that in terms of size. Well, still quite big, but then we split into multiple parts here. Okay, I think we will have to try a plot after that. Let's see if I can try to make the other patterns. Wow, he's trying to do some magic. He did it understood it has to be a X shape. Make an X shape. I think we will land on something that maybe is not going to be perfect, and we can always improve later. But yeah, like this idea to do planks like that would be cool. But it may be too much. It might be too much detail. Okay, I think we just need to push 2 lines. I'm not even sure which lines are to be pushed here. Well, I guess X1, Y1, and Y2. Nice. So, okay, so next floor X. I'm lost. Okay. I think it works, but we sometimes have it on the roof. And we don't want it on the roof. Okay, or maybe it's Y3. Y3 goes with next floor. Okay. Okay. Okay, what is the middle of the floor? Yeah, it's that. And then yeah, I know I have to change it. I guess. Diamine Red Dragon is the ink. I am about to start. Okay. It's not a very bright red. It's a bit dark. It's a bit brown. Okay, it seems like we have a V. Not the one we expected. Oh no, it's actually good. Okay. Well, I think it should be a line on a pole X. Otherwise, it makes no sense. That's weird. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of that. Oh, yeah, okay. I think I wanted to do that instead. Okay, let's introduce again the idea of pole in front and not in front. When it's in front, when it's not in front, we'll never want to do an X, I think. Yeah. I think we will just like do that. Well, it's nice. Like Rust was able to catch this bad pattern. Like I was getting a number from 0 to 2 and I was only having 1 and 2. And he was saying, hey, by the way, you don't catch all cases. Okay, what could be improved? I guess we could have more poles. But overall, it's pretty cool. Okay, well, I don't see straight away something to improve, and usually it's a good idea to like put it aside and move on to something else. So I guess we will. I guess I will end the stream soon anyway. I think we'll just finish that crabs plots. We still have 2 inks remaining. But yeah, I think I'm going to plot. I'm going to plot that. Let's see if we can improve the placement. Okay, let's use the padding inside here. Okay, sometimes it's too close to the end. Okay, we should allow to go higher here, like the width, the general width of the floor, like the first floor. Nice. Wow, that's. Yeah, I think I always want to see like a line here. But I'm not sure. Okay, I will write it down. Okay. Each time a floor is 2x distant to the previous, we spawn a pole between that floor and the ground. Okay, and maybe here we should... I'm a bit scared about this, about the fact the mountain is going to have a slope. And how are we going to put that in the mountain? So that's something to be careful about. Okay, I will write it down. Fix me. The mountain will have a slope. How to configure, how to handle that. Nice. What about having a wheel in the middle as well? Okay, so it's still generating, but yeah, I'm just annoyed by the fact it's not logical. Okay, let's do half of the time we reverse. Okay, let's go like that. Just making it a bit more stylish for just the plot test. We will do some prototypes. X, Y. Okay. Like the X flip. Nice. So we have like a line here. Okay, we need to offset the whole thing. By some percentage of the size, because it's not a square. It's not a square, so it's, yeah. I don't know what is like technically the probability of that is 0.3, so it's like more that. Nice. And what's funny about that is like the size can be a parameter here. Like, and we can generate different size. Like very small like that. So it's actually a 2 centimeter thing because we remove the padding. Okay, I think we have to make a wheel. What do you think about the wheel behind? Makes it more interesting, I don't know. Wow, and now we don't have a roof. Like, yeah, I don't know. Something is missing on the top. It's not easy to understand what is this object. And then it's supposed to be something people can climb on. Hey, hi back. So yeah, I'm at this phase where it's like I cannot, like I did the 80% and like the remaining 20% is harder, and I think I just need a night. Like I just need to leave it, come back to it later. It's like a good first prototype, but I still think we can improve that still. Like, yeah, maybe like the rope should go down here with like a wheel here on top and like someone turning it. And also we need to see, yeah, actually maybe we need a ladder. Like maybe we need to see a ladder in the middle. But at the same time, it can be like a scale, like the ladder is actually here, it's actually on the back. But we don't really see it. Even if it's 2D, I mean, it's a 2D flat, it's a flat 2D style. We could have a 2D ladder on the, or just like, we could just see people as well. Like we could just see a bunch of small stickman, or just we just see the heads maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's if it's getting more populated by a lot of objects, then it's going to be interesting. But yeah, right now it's quite basic. And yeah, a lot of things, like I have to figure out how to manage the slope, because this object is going to be on a mountain. So it's going to have some management of collision, like how does it fall on the mountain? It cannot float in the air on top of the mountain, that's not gonna work. So that's gonna be a complex stuff to figure it out. Okay, I'm going to write down these ideas. A ladder in the middle. Well, we still have to return where people can be, like all the positions. I'm not so fan of the way we feel. Should this be... Okay, maybe we most of the time we feel, and then in case of feel, like this step, maybe it's like a global, like the feel step. Okay, that's a bit nicer now. It's like most of the time it's filled, and also, but the step of the fill is also varying. I think we want to do more like horizontal lines as well. I think it's written somewhere that I need to do that. Yeah. Like, yeah, and then in terms of style, should we see the plank? So I always make two parallel lines and do collision in it. Yeah, I don't know. But if we make it more like a drawing style, it should exactly looks like that. So it's like we have the planks that actually collides with each other. So that could be cool to try to have that. So yeah, like 2D plank. But this, I know it's going to be super complex. Yeah, I should make the code here. Oh no, it's not working. Well, that's a puzzle. My layout is a puzzle. This should go here maybe. No, but you don't see the code then. It's just, this should be here, but not too big. Well, it's okay. It's okay if you don't see. Okay, what color do we remain? Oh, orange. So last one. It's a mess. It's a mess of colors. Well, it's a very multicolor. But I like some combination of colors, which will be interesting. Will gives me more idea in the future. Yeah, soft mint, and spring green is quite interesting. I think I will come back to that at some point. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I really like the style we have here. Okay, so some floors have an interruption, which is actually cool, but not expected. Some floors have like empty space. I mean, because of that. But if we remove that, then we have oh yeah, it's better. Okay. Yeah, the floor is going to be a bit more visible than sometimes. Okay. Oh, okay, I noticed some bug. Oops. Oh yeah, because we feel... Okay, I think we feel the roof. Okay, not his roof, and... Yeah, but the roof is pretty ugly. I mean, yeah, I'm not fan of the roof. Okay, fix me. So yeah, it can goes forever. I mean, that's that's like the complexity of generative art. More you dig it, more you have possibilities, and yeah, it's never easy to put an end to all of that. And that's just like one focus, one machines. So now we will try to make more. That's gonna be a pretty epic project. So we already made one. Now I will want to make, yeah, this was the belfry, then we will have to make I think next time I will focus on this catapult, this like, how do you call that? Yeah, I forgot the word. Medieval catapult is called, I mean, catapult is a thing as well. We can make a catapult, but I was more thinking about the other one. Anyway, trebuchet, yeah, a trebuchet. And yeah, when I saw a lot of medieval drawing, I saw a lot of this kind of style. I'm not gonna do exactly the same, but I think it's quite interesting. It's going to be inspiring to have like all the heads are like the same, always like facing the like very flat style and very like symmetrical. I mean, yeah, very simple stuff. Like technically it's like all flat in most medieval drawing, and that's gonna be a lot of inspiration as well. So yeah, probably going to do this kind of army, but it's never going to be that much of a detail. So yeah, I will have to figure out where to find the balance between that and something to not enough detail. So yeah, I will have to find the good trade-off. Yeah. Well, I think we have a lot of ideas. That's cool. We have some code that I'm going to save this code. We have a lot of comments of things we can improve, and then second iteration later. But yeah, I think I will focus on Trebuchet next time. I don't know if it's going to be in a stream. If it is, I don't know when. I have no idea. But I have some day offs to focus on that and on other things. So yeah, maybe going to continue that in more streams. I like this idea to develop the whole generator one piece by piece in streams, like sharing this whole process. So maybe we will keep that pace. And and then I have a lot of other projects. I have a lot of collaborations to continue with photographs, with painters. Like I have some very cool stuff in the pipeline. Some more collaborations this year. Some presents in some books. Some in some museum as well. Incoming. So yeah, a lot of projects. Lot of cool opportunities. So if we plot that, what should be colored? What should be the color of that? Like, and the mountains as well. Like, how should that be colored? Like, yeah, I was using black most of the time. I was using black, which is cool. But here, maybe I could do amber. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to plot it in amber, which is like which is this color. This like it's a nice. I think it's a nice color for this. But I think it's never going to be that color when I actually plot it in my mountains, because that's the color I use for the sky, for like the sun. Yeah, because we have to remember that it's supposed to be a sunset, so it's like a medieval battle in a sunset with like reflection on the water. That's still around this art direction. So yeah, that's why it's dark. It's black because it's dark because it's a silhouette, because like the sun is behind, so it have to stay dark when we will actually plot it in the collection. But here we can just plot them like that in any color to test. Okay, well, as soon as the plot is finished here, I think we will finish the stream. That was a 5-hour stream. Some slower moments than others, but still managed to get it done up to that stage, which is cool. I think how do I develop this kind of generator? I think I'm going to focus on all the primitives I want first, so all the items, and then when I have a lot of this, it's going to be complex. This complex job of putting them all together and trying to make sense of that, like making sure the scales are working together, and then thinking about the rarity, thinking about cases that I want to happen more or less, and how, like the general consistency of all of that. If I make two different opponents, like one castle against another castle with like a battle that needs to be oriented correctly, we need to be able to identify like maybe red versus black versus blue. So yeah, like it needs to be like dynamic like that, and maybe there will be battles, maybe it's going to be peaceful, maybe there will be nothing else remaining, like everything is destroyed. I think I need to explore these different kind of things. I was also thinking a lot about so yeah, let's take a look at all the ideas. So this is like just like the human side of things, but then well, we will have a castle. We'll have an army of people with like blades, like shields, flags. Yeah, there need to be some flags so you can identify the flags maybe with some patterns in it. Some archer, like I think it's the most important part is the archer on the castle with like maybe even like a lot of arrows in the sky. So this is like more the human side. Then I think the castle needs to be improved as well, like maybe having more details. And then in the sky, so there's the sky part and there is like the water part. So in the water there could be also some boats with like a lot of people in the boats. I have a lot of photos actually here. Like a lot of I don't know if it's safe content, sorry for that, because it's a bit bloody sometimes, but it's actual drawing, actual thing I have selected, and yeah, like this. I love that. It's like I love this. It's like minimalism in a way. Like I love it, and I like this idea. And yeah, I don't know what I will take from that, but I really love this idea to have like boats that are just like curvy like that with like a head of, because this is like something used a lot in medieval drawing. Like they would use animals a lot, like head of animals to put it in some places, like in front of the boat. Yeah, I think I have to do the references like that. For the sky, I really love this kind of clouds, which is something I already explored. I mean, I was inspired from that to make something recently, like the floatable trains that I did recently had this kind of clouds that I will reuse, because I have found it. This kind of pattern is used in etching, in old etching. So it's quite interesting. Going to inspire from that. Yeah, I was like loving this architecture from Borgo. Yeah, and like this is etching from I think it's from the 15th century. And yeah, I love this technique. I don't know what I will take from that, but still, I mean, it's like a medieval kind of thing. And like to make the sky, it's like very simple stuff, but still it's like working pretty well. And like something a bit more simple like that works. So yeah, like I'm never going to be that crazy, but still, I mean, it's getting interesting. I was loving a lot this kind of patterns here. I don't know if I will do that, but imagine if the plot is like having a border, and I don't know. Yeah, a lot of possibilities. So I like the fact that like this is like very simple stuff, like they don't respect the ratio or anything, and I was like wondering, should I do that? Oh, that's a nice idea, like to put a dot in the. Oh yeah, I should do that when I will make the plank having a width for the I don't know how you say that. I'm getting tired and I forgot all the word. The nail, yeah, for the nails. But yeah, like this one is pretty cool. Like the style of everything. Like you just align. you can just have exactly the same yeah, exactly the same animal, like repeating each time, or like the same head of someone. And this is quite what I see, like most of the time. Like here, they're just all having the same face, almost like all the same direction or whatever. Like I really like that. I have to use that. Anyway, that's a lot of possibilities. Yeah, so the trains, like the idea of train also was developed in the very long term idea that I will reuse it at some point. Like I think the trains will come back not in medieval area, but in like the next what comes after medieval. I think it's going to be industrial area with a lot of steampunk ideas. I think to inspire from. So yeah, like a huge plan, a huge long-term plan to continue on that direction. Yeah, medieval area first, and then we will see. But I think industrial area will be very cool. Modern area with like a lot of skyscrapers and a lot of, I don't know, a lot of things to do. Some airplane. I mean, for sure. Well, we'll see. There's a lot of things to do. And more like each area is like more and more difficult in terms of things, in terms of realism to put, in terms of things to do. So that's like a nice way for me to like more and more challenging in terms of complexity, and maybe more and more interesting in terms of art as well. But then it's like even more interesting to think about what's after the modern area, like what comes after, what is like what will be the futuristic area, and we will see. I mean, we can explore some post-apocalyptic, like pessimistic scenario, and also optimistic scenario with a lot of sci-fi stuff, UFO, whatever, like space. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that it's really interesting to dig that. But yeah, first thing first, just trying to focus on medieval area, and yeah, I will still have a lot of things to develop here.